Hi guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we are going to be doing a match review for Cheltenham's 2-0 loss at home to Pompey. A tough one to take, our fourth loss from 4 games so far this season, obviously one of which being in the first round of the Carabao Cup. The less said about that game the better. But we're just going to be talking about everything that happened in yesterday's game. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the result down below, whether you are a Pompey fan or a Cheltenham fan. It's not the result that Cheltenham fans wanted, especially after the opening 3 games of the season. And to be perfectly honest, I think we were expecting to lose, but it's more the performance that was really disappointing from our point of view. But yeah, like I say, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, please do smash like and subscribe. It'd be massively appreciated. There will be much more match reviews coming this season. This is the first of many. Obviously, I am currently away, but I did watch yesterday's game on iFollow, so I will be speaking from what I saw. But yeah, let's get into the review. So, where to start with this? I suppose we really want to look at individual performances from the start to the end of the game. I think one player to talk about from a Cheltenham point of view is Darren Lunderloo. Of course, started very energetic, got in a few good areas, had one very, very positive chance in the first half where he managed to get a shot off and then tried to run it around the keeper, but obviously ended up being a foul. But, of course, did pick up an early yellow card, which for a player of his calibre who is very energetic, limited him a lot. And it is fair to say that the Pompey fans did rattle him big time, and he didn't take it too well, not in terms of a temper way, but he let it get in his head in a bit, it seemed. And that really did limit his performance, unfortunately. And, fair play to the Pompey fans, because that's exactly what they wanted. But it's not ideal for one of your best players to, maybe not have the mentality to keep going. And obviously, usually he's a very persevering player, full of perseverance, if you like. But obviously, once that whole, the chance at him from the Pompey fans, obviously, what with him being a Southampton player, it obviously didn't help to his, positivity going forward. So that was one thing that I would say let us down a bit. I think it is worth talking about the defence today once again. We did only concede 2 goals, but the defence was absolutely horrific. I think probably best to talk about the first goal, really. So obviously scored by Colby Bishop, his first of 2 in the game. Obviously last season at Accrington Stanley, fantastic striker they have in that man. He'll be fantastic for Pompey this season, absolutely no doubt, if they do keep him fit. It was a really poor goal. They'd been attacking for about 30 seconds prior. They'd just had a very similar cross come into the area about 15 seconds before, I think, if I remember correctly. And twice in a row, their man had been completely free at the back post. Freeston just completely caught in no man's land. And to be honest, I don't think in the grand scheme of it, Freeston had an awful game. But that goal, he really, really let it down. The defence was shambolic from side to side, to be honest. General, the whole of the defence was absolutely awful. You could argue that Southwood was just not good enough. He wasn't commanding enough as a goalkeeper, which, a goalkeeper does need to be at times, especially when our defence is as shaky as it is. Another player I do want to talk about is Ryan Jackson. His first touch today was poor, his passing was poor, and then, of course, leading into the second half, just as we hoped that Wade Elliott had, got into the players a bit, got them going after a poor first half, Ryan Jackson gave away a sloppy penalty, and it was the most schoolboy penalty you've ever seen. The ball was going out of play, the attacker set it up absolutely perfectly, for a penalty and almost a dive shout. And that's not to say it was a dive, it was a definite penalty, and Ryan Jackson did take him down. But he set it up as if, even if there was the slightest contact, he would have won a penalty. So it was very, very smart from the Pompey man. But Ryan Jackson has to be more intelligent than that, as an experienced head in this squad. It's a very young squad, and he's one of the more experienced players. That is not what you want to be seeing at all. And of course, Colby Bishop did finish that penalty to round off the away side's 2-0 victory. There's not really much positivity to talk about for Cheltenham, I suppose. The opening chance for us with Taylor Perry, shot from the edge of the box, flashing past Josh Griffiths' left post. Obviously, the ex-Cheltenham goalkeeper, that is. Not really much in that chance. Same a few minutes later with Elliot Bond's shot. shot that was threatening. You know, it made its way through about 10 men combined from both sides in the box. And again, flashed just wide of Josh Griffith's left post. I would say probably the first major chance was Dan and Lundalu's chance, but again, it was still pretty scrappy. I think at times in the first half, one positive is that, you know, Rafferty and Morrison for Pompey were a bit. We did have them a bit worried at times. They did look a bit flustered. You know, at one point they did get in each other's way. I think it was when Alfie May had the ball in the area. They did literally get in each other's way, and I think that's what Alfie May does. He does have the potential to turn players inside out. That is a positive, but to be perfectly honest, once again, as a Cheltenham fan, I am truly clutching at straws. But my worry is that, you know, our best players, maybe bar and Lundalu and May, were our substitutes. You know, Ferry was very good when he came on. Probably could arguably get a start against Fleetwood on Tuesday. Dan Adshead was a massive improvement on his previous performances. I thought when he came on, he was very good. He looked threatening on the ball. He caused a few problems for Pompey when he came on. You know, won a free kick, spread the ball out wide very nicely on a couple of occasions. Good link-up play. And to be fair, Christian Norton as well, very, very strong when he came on. Looked good on the ball, looked a lot more confident than he did in his loan spell. So hopefully that's the sign of things to come. But again, there was no positivity in the performance. And my worry is you look at Wade Elliott's response in the interview saying, you know, we've got however many defenders at the club. I'll put what he said on screen. I can't remember the exact number, but we've got a certain amount of defenders at the club. I don't think we need to strengthen in that area. That's worrying because, you know, if the whole fan base is saying we need to bolster the defence and the manager is disagreeing and, you know, not seeing the true area of issue, that's never good. And, you know, like I said in my transfer window video, by no means am I weighed out, but his time is ticking a lot faster than any other managers would, because I think, you know, yes, he's an inexperienced manager. Yes, we need to give him time, 100%. I'm not saying I want us to sack him if we lose to Fleetwood. I want him to have at least another month and a half to really prove himself because, you know, like I've said multiple times, Michael Duff didn't start, you know, strong straight away. We went on a bit of a losing run. A manager always has to be given time. That's the way the modern football works. A manager needs time to settle in and get used to the job, and then they'll show their true colours. But in League One, with a division as competitive as it is, if we do truly want to stay up and have a reasonably strong season once again, time is seriously ticking. And I just think that what Wade Elliott's been saying is a bit of a worry. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the whole Wade Elliott situation down below. But like I say, by no means am I weighed out. Not even close yet. But yeah, fair play to Pompey. They played very good. Marlon Pack, of course, ex-Cheltenham, was very good. Josh Griffiths had very little to do. You know, that was mostly due to our poor performance. However, they were professional. Their whole squad was professional, and you played very well. And obviously, you know it's not good when the opposition takes off their best players with 35 minutes to go. So yeah, it is what it is. 4 losses from 4. We move on to Fleetwood away on Tuesday. There will not be a vlog for that, of course, because I am away, but there will be a vlog for Exeter away next Saturday. I have got my tickets all sorted for that, so do stay tuned for that. But yeah, that is it for today's match review. If you did enjoy it, please do smash like and subscribe. It would be massively appreciated. We are on the road to 1.3 thousand subscribers, so if you could help me hit that in the near future, that would be massively appreciated. But all that matters to me is you boys are enjoying the content, so feel free to drop a comment of anything that you want to see, any improvements, any changes you want to the channel, because you boys are the whole driving force behind what I do, and I massively appreciate everyone who watches the videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a class rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.